a minute early so I can check the streams. So, hey there, welcome to Live with Heidi Mine. I'm going to go ahead and check that I am live on Facebook and YouTube. So, if you have not already, go ahead and grab your favorite drink before we get started. Let's see. Let me see if I can. Haha. It looks like I'm live on YouTube. Moderation helps everyone feel safe. Cool. And I've got volume. Yay. Okay. And let's see about the Book of Faces. Oh, check that out. I am live on both and I appear to have volume, so that's awesome. Okay, let me close all these over here. So hopefully it's draggy. I don't know. I'm telling you right now, like internet is just wonkadoo. I woke up this morning and I got an email from one of the website monitors that I use that my website was down for 8 hours. Not happy about that. I know that they had some scheduled maintenance to do, so I'm hoping that's all it was, but holy moly. And I don't know what is going on with this. I did dye my hair today. I think I'm starting to go back to like a little bit of a brunette, but it's um, kind of a strawberry, like pink blonde. Um, and I'm okay with that. I like pink, so it was definitely done on purpose. Like, yeah, but it's light, so it hides the gray, which is the point. And I can always like put a darker color on top of it if I want to do like a red or a purple. But from what I was reading, if I wanted to go from blonde to brown again, I needed to put a red base down. So if anybody is interested in that, there you go. There you go. Did I left my phone in my pocket. That's not going to be comfortable, so I'm going to take that out. Hey, what's up, homies? I'm Heidi. I'm a work at home handmade business owner at HeidiMind.com, as well as a homeschool mom of 12 and 14-year-old girls. I go live on Facebook and YouTube on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific. During the live, I share about things going on with my business, homeschooling, and sometimes our personal lives. Be sure to follow on Facebook or subscribe on YouTube to get notifications when I post videos or go live. And feel free to like or hit the thumbs up button, as this helps more people just like you come and hang out. If you are joining me live tonight, please go ahead and comment with hashtag live, or if you are watching the replay, you can comment with hashtag replay. This just lets me know when people are watching and if I need to change up my times or my days. And if you are not already subscribed, be sure to check the pinned link to sign up for the email list for updates about new products, blog posts, sales, and other fun things going on. And as usual, it does not automatically pop up. HeidiMind.com on YouTube. So I'm going to just type that in here. Boop, and now it's there. So I'm going to slide my screen over because I think I can mostly see comments come in. Um, Definitely on YouTube. I don't know if I necessarily comments that come in um, on. It says multi-stream, so it's supposed to be from Facebook and YouTube, but I don't know if I can truly see those. So we'll see how that goes. But I do have the videos are open on my iPad in front of me as well. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. So yeah, I am sorry that I missed last week's live. The internet has just been real sketchy lately. I just didn't want to have to deal with it. Um, and to be perfectly honest, like the weekend before was really hard with Shannon Doherty and Richard Simmons and um, Shelley Duvall, like huge pieces of my entire childhood, teenage years, adolescence, all of it. So I was not emotionally ready. Um, and then I had a birthday this Sunday. So I am one whole rotation around the sun older. And yeah, I don't mind birthdays. I don't mind. Um, we cleaned the living room, or we cleaned half of the living room, and we made dinner and we just hung out and it was super fun. And my oldest made a cake and some cupcakes and it was awesome. It was like I'm so low key about things. My mom came out and she took one of the kids over to the store and they got me this super cute little notepad holder that looks like a toaster and the bread is like notepads. Um, Five Below. The sticky on the notepads isn't that great, so just saying. She got me Ghirardelli Intense Dark. I like dark chocolate. Sea salt almond dark chocolate. I like almond dark chocolate and I like sea salt with caramel dark chocolate, but apparently they didn't have sea salt caramel dark chocolate. They only had this, and it is salty. So I've had two pieces, and that's all. And then it just kind of sits. Um, I actually don't eat a lot of candy. It's weird. Um, it is what it is. So, I'll be ready for the next two pieces next week sometime. But I like dark chocolate. They bought me a few other things um, that I don't think I have down here. They bought me a book about crystals. Yeah, that's back there, but I don't want to go reach for it. So, we like crystals, the kids and I. They're fun and pretty. So, yeah. Um, I did not write a script for tonight, which can be good and it can be bad because I've talked about since restarting lives that I want to shoot for about 30 to 45 minutes and try to keep it right around there. But I think sometimes when I write out a script, I go long. I don't know why. You would think that if I was talking off the cuff, I would go a little bit longer, but who knows? My brain is a scary place. Uh, and for some reason, I was thinking that what I wrote down was going to be my topic tonight is actually my topic for next week because I have this cute little handy dandy 2024, the light's shining too far, Creative Boss Planner. This I purchased from another small business owner. I don't know. I like the planner. There are certain things that I really like about the planner. Every year she kind of changes it, and now like I really love the format this year. And if she changes it, I don't know. Um, but we always have to pre-order it, and sometimes I've pre-ordered it without even seeing it because I have a lot of faith in people. And there was one year that I barely even picked up the planner because it did not work for me. It was too busy. Um, I like things to be almost like super plain. Like I would do a total black and white planner. And maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I just need to design my own planner that is completely black and white. And I like to color in them. Like if I'm doing something, if I'm on the phone, or if I'm in the middle of something and I just need to take a quick break, then I don't want to do like a full page of coloring. I just want to do like color in all the centers of the O's. It's not, it's, it is not surgery kind of intense coloring. It's like I have 2 seconds for my brain to clear, and that's what I want to do. I want to fill in all of the centers, the numbers that are on the page. I'm random. It is what it is. I'm sure there are plenty of people out there that do it. So cheers for us. So I really liked the layout this year, and I've been using the planner a lot more. And one of the things that they do put on the planner um, is she did 2 monthly spreads this year, which I really appreciated. There is one monthly spread that she shows different ideas that we as business owners can do for social media, um, for an engagement post, for a promotion post. And then it also has like those funny little days of the week, days of the year, whatever, like Taco Day, that kind of thing. Um, so what I started doing is I started writing like certain things that I want to be doing when I want to have sales for my business, when I want to have new products coming out for my business, and then also some notes about what I want to do for blog posts and for YouTube. Because let's be honest, I have not really gotten back into YouTube very much. So when I looked at today, it ironically says that today is, let me make sure I'm reading it right, self-care day. Tomorrow is wine and cheese day, just in case you need an excuse. So there's that. But today is self-care day. So I thought that's what I'm going to talk about. That is what I'm going to talk about today is a little bit of self-care. Dyeing my hair would be a little bit of self-care for me. I'm not loving why it's doing this. The lady that cut it, I don't know. I'm going to have to fix it. Like I should have just done pigtails or pulled it back. That's going to bug me. It's going to bug me. It's going to bug me either way. Anyways, so, um, yeah, so self-care. I have not done my nails. I have not done my nails since May. And part of that is because I like to record when I do my nails because it helps fill that content for YouTube. Um, so in my brain, it says, don't do your nails until you've set up the camera so that you can record. But then the other part of like this whole train of thought kicks in and it's like, okay, Heidi, but if you want to set up the cameras, you have to clean a space. And if you need to clean this space to set up your cameras, you have to clean these other spaces like down this track before you can do the thing you need to do. Um, so I'm hoping that there are other people that are like me that do that. When I am given the task of cleaning something, of completing some sort of a task, I have to put it all into steps in my head and I have to logically come up with a way to do it. So, self care this last few weeks for me has been a big thing. Um, and it's been about cleaning up my house. uh, it's not that I live in a dirty house, it's just that I don't know. Like, so years ago, I worked for my dad. He did heating and air conditioning, and he worked out of his home, and I could bring my kids with me. So 5 days out of the week, I would get up around 6 o'clock in the morning. I'd get the kids packed up. I probably carried like 30 to 40 pounds worth of stuff with me in addition to my kids. We'd pack up the vehicle and we would drive to my dad's house, which was like 15, 20 minutes away. And I would be there, I'd need to be there at 8, and I would work until 5. Um, and granted, he did let me work from home quite a bit, especially like depending on the kids' ages and what was going on. I did get to work from home a lot, but I I worked at his house quite a bit as well. And our house was always really clean. But the flip side of that is that uh, we were never home. There was nobody here. The house was clean because nothing was being used. And then at the time, my husband was still alive and he was doing the grocery shopping. And he was very much about like convenience. And so he would get freezer things, anything that you can make in the microwave from the freezer. And that's not really the food that I liked. And so then the kids and I would end up getting fast food a lot. Um, and this is a conversation I just had with my mom that we would not always tell him when we would get fast food because he was just like, well, we have food at home. And so it would always be this argument about, I don't like the food at home. Um, but since he's been gone, and especially just in the last year, I would say, we've used the kitchen a lot more. I don't, it's not that I don't use my freezers. I do use the freezers, but everything in the freezer right now is raw. I I don't think I have anything pre-cooked in the freezer so that I could eat it later, like on a night that I don't want to make dinner. Um, so it's different now. But as the kids and I were working from home more, and especially after I left my job working for my dad and I was only working from home, progressively the house, it was a lot. It's a lot to homeschool and to run a business and then to try to find time to clean everything up. Um, and then we had the pandemic and we were essentially locked in our house. Uh, there was nowhere to go. I mean, even if they didn't come and chain us in, the kids and I had nowhere to go during that time. There was nowhere locally for over a year and a half that we could go because they didn't want anyone out. Um, so you kind of you just gather things pile up, and then after my husband passed, I got rid of a lot of stuff. My brother came out to California from where he lives, and we rented a big dumpster. In Ireland, they call it a skip lorry, random thing. Um, and we filled it. We filled the whole thing, and we got rid of a lot of stuff. It's just so much. Um, I was married for almost 20 years, and I was with him for 8 years before that. And we were adults. I was 25 when I got married. Like we had our own things and our own kind of lives, and there was a lot of intersection, but it was still just a lot of stuff. So we're constantly getting rid of things, even now. Um, and we do the fun thing that people do when they have too much stuff and they don't know how to get rid of it. That when you have people coming over, if you have everything like in the living room or in the dining room, then you box it all up and you go and you put it in another room that you're not really using. And you say, I'm going to get to that. And then you get a few months down the road and you haven't gotten to it. So we started to kind of do that. We got into that habit. And so that was a self-care thing for me over the last 2 weeks. And even for the kids to some extent, that my oldest, she got the like clean and organization gene. She does really good with her own room. She feels very calm and very in control when her room is the way she wants it, and it like you can go in there, there's always a place to sit. There's, um, that sort of thing. So that's nice. I love it. I don't want to cause her anxiety by not having the rest of the house that way. But she was able to help her sister clean and organize her room. Uh, and so I really wanted to get on that train with them. Um, and I knew that it was going to be good for all of us. It was going to be good for me too, to let go of things and to find space for what we want to keep. And if we don't have space for it, to really decide if it's something we need. So we took everything out of not everything, we took all of the extra boxes and things and we put them in the living room because you do have to move them to get to them. Um, but then on Sunday, we really gave ourselves some space in between. So we emptied the room out of all the extra stuff and then we gave ourselves a day or two. because we don't watch, we're not big watchers of TV. So, um, yeah, so we just kind of like let it sit in the living room, and I fixed up the guest room. So now I can, like, I have started watching Charmed again because I love Charmed, and the real one, the original. Um, but I can like watch an episode and then I can get up and go do something else. But the guest room is like, the bed is made. I can walk on the treadmill if I want. I can fall off of it, which is what I did on Monday. Um, and so that's fine. And the kids' rooms are done. So I'm like, cool, cool. We've got like 3 rooms that we could like check off the list. Um, and I've been working on the kitchen. So like after the living room, I we plan to do a big kitchen clean, and I dusted the walls and the ceiling, which I don't ever remember looking as bad as they did, but now they look great. We cleaned off the top of the refrigerator. There were boxes up there that Greg had put up because it's a tall refrigerator and I can't reach it without a ladder. So we took things down and we're not putting them back up because we can't get to them anyway. So they clearly weren't things we needed. Um, but the kitchen is kind of the cleanest it's been in years. Years. Not just like dishes clean, but just like you walk in and you feel like, oh, this is like kind of comfortable. Um, and then I knew my mom was going to come out for my birthday, and I wanted to have as much of the living room done as I could. So the kids and I got up on my birthday, and we spent about 2 hours, and we got a little more than half of the room cleared out. It was a lot of there was a lot of trash. There was a lot of stuff that we had planned to donate, and we somehow just never made it into the van. So that all made it into the van on Sunday. There's still a little bit left to do, but it's not as overwhelming. And then the kids did something else, and I cleaned up the dining room. And it's not clean, clean. Like I still have, there's a lot I have to do to organize, especially to get us ready for the next school year. But we can eat at the table. Like there's space. Um, and then today I worked on laundry. Laundry has been my nemesis for a long time. At some point, Greg just kept buying more laundry baskets. I don't know why. Uh, he would just buy a new laundry basket. He would do the laundry. He would put it in the washer and put it in the dryer, and then he'd put it back in a laundry basket, and then he would put it somewhere, and I wouldn't know where it was. And I think we would end up buying more clothes. And so now we have almost a dozen laundry baskets. We might have a dozen laundry baskets in this house, which is way too many for 3 people. But yeah, because four, I emptied 4 laundry baskets today. And a lot of it, again, it was donation stuff. It's stuff that I keep washing because the kids will try it on and they'll forget and it doesn't end up in the donation box, or the cats pull it out and it gets cat hair on it, and I refuse to donate dirty things. So yeah, so I have a donation box completely full, and I still have a pile of like my shirts to go through, but I have a hard time letting go. Like I have like this shirt that I'm wearing has 2 little holes in it. When I go to my grandma's house in Arizona, her old house, um, there was a part of the kitchen that the counter kind of grabs your shirt, and it you don't notice it until you have holes in your shirt. So I have a few of them that I love the shirts, but I really need to give myself permission to let them go because I have better shirts. I'm not hurting for t-shirts. Um, so yeah, so sometimes self-care can be cleaning. It can be doing your hair and doing your nails and getting massage and obviously all of the pampering things is self-care, or maybe that's not obvious, but pampering yourself is very much self-care. However, I do think that giving yourself grace to let go of things is self-care. And I think that telling yourself that you're going to complete 3 things on a list and actually crossing those things off, that's also self-care. Um, because it's trusting that you're going to do it. There are so many times that I will make a list where before I go to bed, and it will be all of the things that I really want to get done the next day. And it's an overwhelming list. There's always so many things I want to get done. And if I sleep through my alarm, or if, I forget to put the water on the night before, if I forget to run the dishwasher at night, and for some reason I can't run my dishwasher and my washing machine at the same time. So if I forget to run the dishwasher before I get up, then I can't run the washing machine until after the dishwasher's done. It's a whole thing. Um, that can really throw a person for the entire day. So I've really had to allow myself a little bit of leeway and say, okay, you hit the snooze button one too many times, and you can either start at the top of your list and keep going, or you can just start in the middle of your list for what time it would be when you would be doing that, and skip the morning things. And if there's time to go back and do the morning things. And that's very much self-care for me, giving myself permission to not be perfect, and to not beat myself up for not getting everything done because I'm scheduling too many things. Um, because I have noticed that since I've been doing this, I tell myself I want to get 3 things done from the list each day. And I've done at least that every day for almost a week. There were a couple of days last week that they were down days. They just were. It was what it was. Um, and that's also self-care, letting yourself have a down day. So, yeah, just giving yourself permission to do the things that you need to do. Um, but I'm in a good place today. Like, I got the baskets of laundry done, and I was able to make my bed today, which I hate doing. I absolutely hate making my bed. I, I feel like it's a pointless chore because I know that I'm just gonna have to unmake the bed to go to sleep. So what's the point? However, I wanted to fold a bunch of laundry today, and I needed a large space to do that. And it made sense to me to change the sheets and make the bed so that it was a nice flat surface, so that I wasn't like dropping things. I don't know. So things weren't getting caught up in the sheets or whatever. Um, and it made me feel good, and that was fine. And I still have a lot to do, but that's okay. That's okay. Um, so yeah, I'm getting a lot of things done. I'm holding myself accountable, but I'm also giving myself the grace to know that not everything is going to be done, and that is also okay. So, yeah, I think that's it for tonight. um, I am going to be trying to do some things with YouTube. Um, part of part of the notes that I write myself at night are also about my business and about the YouTube channel, and just about all kinds of it. I do a brain dump like every night. Um, and sometimes it's just like this fairy wish list that is never going to get done. And sometimes it's a little bit more realistic, and things do happen. Um, but I gave myself certain repeating topics for the live. So moving forward, the first live of the month is going to be more of a quick video, not necessarily quick, but hopefully quick. Like 30 minutes ish quick of just goals and updates about my business, whatever. Um, and then the end of the month will be kind of a recap of how did I do? Like, these were my goals, these are my results. Um, I will do Q&As every once in a while. It'll be all the time. I'm trying to see what else I had down. Uh, I think the second Wednesday of every month, I'm try, going to try to do um, like a show and tell of whatever I've made new that's going to be coming out on the website and in my Etsy shop for the next month. So I've got at least 3 weeks of content each month that is sort of repeaty, but not really repeating because every month it'll be different because there will be new goals for each month and there will be new products for each month. Um, I am hoping to start doing the clean with me's and the cook with me's again on the weekend, moving into August. I know I have footage of stuff that I've been cleaning, and it's just trying to find time to edit, and it's a lot. So I will be working on getting those consistently out in August, and then I think I'm gonna kind of phase it um, because it's a lot. It's a lot to record and to edit, and then to do the lives and to do all the home stuff that I have to do. So August, I really want to focus on consistently doing lives, um, consistently putting out clean with me videos and cook with me videos. And those will be on Saturdays and Sundays. And then in September, I want to do, I'm going to add in um, Thread Thursdays, which are going to be they're not going to be sew along videos, but I think the number was 312 free PDF patterns that I have, let's say, collected over the last few years. I did talk about that in my pattern collection video. I don't think that's what I called it. I have a video. There's a playlist that says something about sewing, and I did a flip through of a binder of and things like that. Um, so so September, I would like to start a 1 year plus stream of videos that I make all of the free patterns. Um, I just spent a few hours the last few days making a timeline for myself, and so that I have time, like I know when I need to make the different things, um, and when I want to post them, so that they're also like applicable to the season. Because I mean, I guess I could do Halloween costumes whenever and Christmas whenever, but it makes more sense to do those at certain times of the year. So the 1 year, and it'll basically be from September 2024 into December 2025 will be the free patterns, and then moving into 2026, hopefully my channel will be doing better, and at that point I will be doing more sewing videos with patterns that I've purchased from those companies. A lot of them have affiliate links or affiliate opportunities. So if my YouTube channel is doing well enough, I can apply to be an affiliate, and then that will also help. Um, it'll help me make time to sew because if I'm getting a little bit from an affiliate, then it it helps. It helps. So yeah, so that will be definitely in September, although I'm going to be starting those patterns this in August. Um, and I might do some in August. And then Feature Fridays will be like every other week will be a nail video until I get tired of those or run out of my color street nail strips. And then I don't know what I'll do. Um, and I will be finishing collectible Christmas. I know I had talked about that I wanted to do Christmas in July and all of that, but it just did not work out. Um, but I have the collectible Christmas things. I have some Mel Science kits that I have unboxed and I have the videos and I just need to edit them. I have one more subscription set from KiwiCo that I have to still do the unboxing for. Um, and I have a bunch of Bella boxes from Kimberbell that I also want to do unboxings for. So essentially, Feature Fridays, as I get through the content that I have, I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to renew my subscription with Collectible Christmas. I am coming up on the end of my second year and I have not made a single thing from that subscription. And I don't, and when I say I haven't made anything, I don't mean financially. I mean, I have not made anything from those kits. I've done the unboxings and recorded them, but I haven't actually made the projects. And I just can't justify continually purchasing those kits and then not making them because it's just it kind of goes against everything that I just did for self-care. The Bella boxes I may or may not continue as well. Those only come out twice a year. They're just kind of expensive. I think it's around $140 shipped. It's a little less than that and only twice a year. So it's not horrible, but I did skip the summer one this year because it just wasn't in the budget. Um, they still have some, and I may order one if my Halloween sales pick up and they still have them. If not, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Honestly, if they don't have them, then it wasn't meant to be. I have plenty of stuff to do. So, yeah. So for the foreseeable future, August is going to be lives, cook with me's, clean with me's, possibly feature Fridays. I haven't decided on that. September, we will add in definitely feature Fridays and the thread Thursdays with the sewing projects. Um, and we'll see how that goes. We'll see how insane I get. Strangely enough, the more I have to do, the more productive I am. I don't know why. But like lately, since I've been on this like house cleaning kick, I've taken a lot less breaks than I was before I was so intent on getting the house cleaned. So yay for motivation. Um, yeah, I give myself a couple minutes to like I can watch like one or two episodes of a show, or I can like read for 15, 20 minutes, and then I get stir crazy and I go right back to the thing I was working on. So yay for that. All right, let's go ahead and we are going to close this down. Let me swing over to rolling this over here. And I'm going to say thank you so much for joining me tonight. If you haven't already, please be sure to give this video a like or a thumbs up, follow or subscribe, and comment with hashtag live or hashtag replay. All of these interactions not only help push out the videos to more people that would enjoy them, they help me know what content you are enjoying